Okay, so I'm back. I almost forgot one more thing. So we'll need this palette. I don't care how it looks like. Just make sure you'll have enough space for all of your colors here. And yeah, that's it. That's the only thing that matters. Now, just forgot to add. Like, that's super cute. Okay, now we're going to start coloring. Yay! Okay, now, firstly, we will start with the ears. So, grab your pastel pink and put in your palette. Ooh, very soft color. I love it. Yes, that would be perfect. Okay, now grab your thinnest paintbrush. I'm just going to find mine. There. Okay, now we'll start. Okay, you know what? I think we might not need this. Okay, the ears are done. Now you can switch your color. Now we're going to start with the eyes. You will need pale blue for this. Get it out. Pour it in. Very nice pastel blue. Okay, so let's start. Okay, the eyes are done. Now we'll just continue by switching our color to white. Oh yeah, just one reminder. So when you're done with the eyes and you see this gray part that I did here, yeah. So when the paint will dry, add the thing back because, well, you can do so you can look like the eye like this, or if you like it like this, then sure, keep it. Your choice. Now, like I said, let's do the nose. Bam, done. There. Now, let's start with the head. Make sure you're not using too much paint. Okay, so I'm done with the face. Well, I mean the head. And as you can see right now, what we drew, like the eyelashes, like the mouth here, you are just being like, right now you are thinking, why did I do that? Well, it's because the details were so small that I think I would have needed to be way more slower to do it. Well, basically, I'm not lazy to do this thing. I want to make them a bit brighter by using a Sharpie at the end. But maybe I will not show it, or maybe I will because I have no Sharpie here. Only I have to take one, so maybe I'll try to do it in a way. Or I'll just draw with pencil back and then do myself with Sharpie. Something like that. So don't worry, I did not forget about the eyelashes and the mouth. Now, continuing with the bottom part. Just going to move my palette to see better. And now we can start. But now we need to add more colors. So let's get out our beautiful pastel yellow. Oh yeah, by the way, this paint is fast dry. So I really don't need to wait long so you can dry it up. Purple, green, and lastly, orange. There you go. We got all the colors that we need to do the bottom part. Okay, now let's start with the color. And for that, I'll switch my paintbrush. I'll use it later when I'll be doing the body. Oh yeah, just saying I wanted to switch my paintbrush for the top part because I just think that it will be a bit faster to do it, and at the same time will not take really too much time. Well, I'm not saying that this takes for decades. It's just I think it will be faster. Okay, starting with purple. Now we're going to start with blue. Make sure for this part your paintbrush is thin enough. You might need to go closer to do it and make sure it's thin enough because we're going to do the zigzags. Now lastly, we're going to do pink. And the same thing, make sure your paintbrush is thin enough. Grab a bit, make sure you don't have a lot, and just start the lines. Okay, there. Now we are going to do the inside by using yellow. I'll show you how to. You just grab a bit of yellow and you just do that inside here. Okay, I'm done with the color now. I'm going to just add something. You can also add if you want to. So you might have know like llamas have these like little feather thingies. So I'm actually going to add them. So you can use any color you want, but I'm going to start using blue. I'm going to do little gaps. Okay, done now. I'm going to switch to pink. Okay, done. So now you can see what I'm talking about. If you did not really understand, well now you see it. Now, I'm just going to start real quick with the white here because I'm a bit lazy to that part. And I'm just going to concentrate more on it this time. Okay, I'm done that part. Just a bit lazy to do actually. So, if you want to continue and do that a bit later, then you can continue doing the saddle. But right now, I'm going to save my saddle. So just grab the purple for the dot. switch my color to orange. Make sure it's thin, like I said many times. And then again we switch to yellow. Just removing the drops so we can know it's better. There. Now we're going to switch again. Yeah, that's a lot switching, I agree. Now we're going to do the zigzags. That might be the hardest part. Okay, done. Now we're going to switch to yellow. Overwhelming step, right? Yellow. Lolo. And we just do the line here. Be careful, go very thin. If you want your line to be thin like mine, then I would recommend to do this slowly and put less weight, and like barely even touch the wood with the paintbrush. If I got some paint on me, it's okay, it's washable, luckily. So no problem to have a little mess in your hands. Now we're switching to blue. Now, lastly, switching, well, not lastly, but lastly with the pattern to pink. Whew, finally, I'm actually a bit overwhelmed. Now just wash off your paint because I'm using actual acrylic paint. So make sure when you do your painting, you always wash off, or then you'll end up having the paint on here forever. So yeah, finally done. Before I do the saddle thing, I actually want to see, I really didn't know what to do for the last part here, like the inside. Use white because then basically we're going to mix up with the body, so then basically that'll end up being like a weird thing. So we cannot do orange. We could just not do any color. Okay, great. That's a problem. It's okay, I'll figure out something. So while I'm going to be figuring out, we're going to just start with the body, and then maybe I'll figure out a way. So no panicking. Just continue doing what you're doing. Okay, so then the body, as you can see, I did not do the back paw. I did not color in the back paw or the front paws because I got another problem again. So basically, if I color them in, then I won't see the claws in like this part because it's pretty much like a paw. So I did figure out what to do about this. I'll just use a Sharpie. No, actually a pencil. Yeah, a pencil, and same thing with the mouth and the eyelashes. Oh wait, I colored eyebrows at the first time. Oof. Sorry, eyelashes. So I'm going to just use the pencil. And yeah. And about the other problem that we had, I also figured out what to do in that case. We're going to use orange, but instead we're going to mix both of the colors in. So we grab the orange, put it in the middle here, a bit of orange, and a bit of white. There you go. Now we can just start mixing. Okay, that's it. I'm not going to mix all the way. Even though there is some orange left, we still have enough. If you want to mix it all the way, then sure. I actually do that. I'm just a bit lazy too because I'm starting to get a bit tired. Okay, now register. This will be the most hardest step, I think. Right now, I'm just going to stop to get the circles back. Okay, now just continue with the orange. Oh, finally done. Now we're just going to restore back the pattern. So, same thing. Okay, now dots. Well, the dots were basically fine, but I don't care. I'm just going to restore them back anyways. Now I'm going to restore the zigzags back. Okay, this will do. There. Okay, now I just color in the back paw and the two front paws. Boom, we're done. Now we don't see the front paws or the one back paw, but it's okay. While we wait until the paint will dry, just grab a pencil, draw your mouth back. It's actually very hard. It's fine. So I think you don't need to worry about this part. But it is a bit hard. Okay, now just going to restore this part back. So basically it's just restoring time. Okay, it's still not dry. Okay, this might take like a few moments. So since this will take a few moments, we can add a bit of details. You need to do that. It's just your choice. Okay, there. Now we're going to use the yellow. There. It's good. Now we're going to do a bit on the ears. But yeah, it's just like some sunshine way thing I'm just making. I just don't know why I want to make it in different colors. I just think it will be nicer. And actually, all fairness, it does not look that bad. Okay, we're done. The paint still not dry, still up, so we can just start with the background. So I'm just gonna do random stuff. You can do it if you want to. Well, if you don't want to, then go ahead and do whatever you want to. For this, I'll just switch my paintbrush. Okay, we're done with this part. Now we can just continue. I actually just don't know really what to do, so I'm just doing what I can. Okay, now we can do the paw, so grab your pencil. Never mind. Maybe we can try at least. Boom, we're done with the llama now. Now that's good. So now we can just start with the background. So, like you can see, I started with the dots here and then I just wanted to go on the sides to make the highlights. And actually, our fairness is actually going on not bad. Ooh, got some paint on me. Okay, it's okay, alright. I'll wash it out later. forgot to actually do the feather thing. Almost forgot about it. Well, luckily, I remember about it. Now we're going to just do the lines. I really have no idea what to do, so just do what I can. To hope that you'll have a lot of fun doing this. Oh! I'm just going to try to get a better angle. Okay, now we can start using orange. Okay, now we can just continue by doing a different pattern. Okay, we got the hearts. Now I'm just going to next do the stars. Now I'm going to do the clouds. Now we're going to color them in. There. Now we're going to wait until the paint will dry because I'm going to add some details to it. But right now I'm going to write something. Okay, I'm done. I'm just going to add a bit on the sides here, the texture thing. Now just add the details here. Finally done. Okay, now lastly, we need to add the Mod Podge. Oh yeah, before you think this is like real paint that I use that could have used, no, it's actually dry paint. So if you thought it was like that, like for the whole video, no, it was actually around for a year like that. So now we can do the ceiling a bit of this little Mod Podge. So, well, you cannot do all of it because this part is drying. So maybe when I do all of the parts here, I think it will end up drying quick enough. So I hope it will be enough. Okay, so it's white. I get it, it's white, but no, it's clear. It should be. I hope it is. If it's not, then I misunderstood. Yay, it's one of those things. Yes, this is correct. That's correct. It's a bit looking white, but don't worry. When it'll dry up, it'll be normal. Oh yeah, one tip when you're going to do that. Try to do only one direction, or you can do different directions. Firstly, one side like this, and then you'll, for example, go like this. I'm actually going to do that. But if you don't want to, then sure, go ahead. Looks like not the whole paint did not dry, but it's okay. Okay, I'm done. As you can see, it's not really looking at nice. I get it. Maybe it's because it's not wait until the paint will dry. So if your, for example, your llama's still not dry, I'll recommend to wait, or then you'll get this. I'll of course try to improve. So yeah, that's it, everyone. See you in the next video. Bye bye.